Your contact form is one of the most powerful tools in your business, yet most photographers treat it like a generic formality instead of a strategic filter. Whether your goal is volume, aka more inquiries in the door, or quality, aka better aligned clients, the questions that you ask will directly impact who fills out your form and who doesn't. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a strategic contact form based on your goals. But first, if you're new around here, hi, my name is Nicole Lauren. I'm a wedding photographer and attorney here in South Carolina. And I love bringing educational content and tips on YouTube for photographers and business owners. If you like what you see on this video, make sure to send me a DM over on Instagram. You can just say the word coach and I'll give you some information on how to work with me even more in depth in your business this year. I'd love to help you accomplish the goals that you have. All right, without further ado, let's get back into the video. So first, I want to start off by saying that I think a good photographer changes what they ask on the contact form pretty frequently. What I mean by this is in my own personal business, I make sure that I'm very attuned with what my goals are at the time and I change my contact form accordingly. So in this video, first we're going to talk about what the two goals are that I think you might have when it comes to inquiries, and second we'll talk about each of those goals and how they line up with what you ask on the contact form. And if you're looking for a deeper dive, diagnosing your leads problem and addressing it, I want you to check out this video I'm going to leave in the cards above. It helps you fully identify one of the 3 reasons that you're not getting leads in the door and how to fix it. All right, let's start with the 2 goals that you probably have. Let me say again that I change back and forth between these goals frequently, so you don't have to lock yourself into one of the goals. You might change back and forth as time goes on. The first goal is a volume goal. So if you want to have lots of inquiries in the door, more inquiries at a higher volume, then you're going to do a different thing on your contact form than you would if you have the second goal. And the second goal is a quality goal. With this goal, you don't want to have a ton of inquiries in the door. You want to have fewer but more qualified leads. And there's different questions you're going to ask on the contact form to accomplish one of these 2 goals. So first, before we get into the strategies of what you should ask on the contact form, take a second, pause the video, and decide which goal do you currently have in your business. Do you want more volume of inquiries or do you want more quality of inquiries? Spoiler alert, there is no right answer. And a lot of coaches will tell you otherwise, but I'm here to tell you that all inquiries are data. And I fully believe that even if you're not getting aligned inquiries in the door, inquiries are still telling you something. So I want you to remove the emotional aspect of lead generation and think about it purely from a data standpoint. Okay, so let's take each of these goals one by one and tell you what you should include on your contact form based on the goals that you have. First goal we'll tackle is the more volume goal. So if you're just trying to have a lot more inquiries in the door, but not necessarily higher quality inquiries, this is what I want you to do. Your priority with a volume goal is to reduce friction, make it super easy to submit a contact form, and remove anything that slows people down. Think fast, friendly, easy to scroll, and submit. So here's a brief overview of what I would include on my contact form if my goal was simply volume. First of all, the name. Second, email. Third, event type. Fourth, date. I always make sure to include how they found me, and that's a lot of times a drop-down box, and it's always required. If you ask one question on your inquiry form, this is the one. You can also ask for the venue location or their partner's name if you are a wedding photographer, and then simply put a little box there for you to ask them about their plans or their vision for the day, wedding, portrait-wise, whatever it might be. I also would highly encourage you to make separate contact forms for each niche of your business. So for me, I have a weddings contact form, a portrait contact form, and also a business inquiries contact form for my coaching clients. All right, let's tackle goal number 2, which is having higher quality leads and maybe lower volume. With this goal, your priority is filtering out price shoppers, attracting aligned clients, and asking questions that require intention and thought. Key themes here are depth, clarity, connection, and insight. So the contact form is going to start out largely the same. You're going to ask for their name, their email, the event type, the event date, the event location, how they found you. But then you're also going to ask what their photography budget is. A lot of times a dropdown does a great job with this. You want to make sure this one is required as well. Another question you can ask on the contact form to really qualify them as a lead is why reach out to you? What about your work stands out to them? Then ask them to describe their vision for the photography session or event or wedding. Next, ask them where they are in the process of booking a photographer. AKA, are they ready to make a decision? Are they still looking around, etc. Then give them a required dropdown that asks them how important photography is to them. Is it top priority? Is it middle priority? Is it low priority? Of course, you always want to ask how they found you and make that a required question. That is the most important question. And if you want to go a step further, you could even ask them to link inspiration photos. And if you're a wedding photographer, I think another good question to ask is, where are they in the process of booking other vendors? Have they already found a planner? Have they already booked the venue? All right, so we've talked really in depth about what to include on your contact form if you're a photographer. The CRM that I use to set up my contact form is Dubsado. And if you want to check Dubsado out, I do have an affiliate code for you to give you some money off. You can check out a special deal to try out Dipsado for yourself down in the description below. All right, let's review what we learned in this video regarding what our goal is for lead generation and how to accomplish that goal with our contact form. First, if your goal is volume or more numbers of inquiries, you want to ask fewer questions and have minimal friction. Think 4 or 5 questions max, some required and some optional. But if your goal is number 2, which is better inquiries, higher quality, but maybe lower volume, then you need to focus on more intentional questions, strategic filtering, and clarity around the value that you offer. For this goal, think around 8 to 12 questions that are purposeful and lots of required fields. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, I would love for you to leave a comment down below, give me a big thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming trainings. And y'all, I'm so excited to continue offering educational value here on YouTube for free. So if you have any other things that you'd like me to talk through or anything you want to see in my business that I do, I've been doing this for over 11 years and I would love to help you any way that I can. So leave video ideas down in the comments below and I'll try my best to make a video to help you out. And if you want to learn more about my educational and coaching offers, send me a DM, just say the word coach over on Instagram. I'll leave the link down in the description below. I'll also leave the link for any upcoming offers that I have available for photographers specifically to help you grow your business this year. Can't wait to see you next time on YouTube.